it's got to get pretty fucking hot.
I mean, yeah, I think putting it in the microwave for 30 seconds isn't going to kill you.
It has
I didn't boil it. I just made it warm.
leather and paper burn at will auto ignite at a lower temperature than ethanol.
You don't have to tell me what temperature paper burns at.
I don't or do?
You don't. You don't know?
I mean, am I supposed to off the top of my head?
Yeah.
What? Why? Is this a very common thing?
You illiterate buffoon.
Well, yes, but...
Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I didn't know that's why the name of the
initial temperature of paper.
Yeah, I didn't know that's why that was the name of the book.
It's about burning books, so...
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Huh.
Ray Bradbury. I read that in 7th grade.
I mean, I didn't...
I actually never read that book.
I also have never read it.
In 7th grade, I just didn't get it. Reread it in 9th grade, then I got it.
Well, it's one of those books that I feel like so many school books, right? I feel like you can't. I feel like so many school books. They're books. The fact that they make you read them makes them worse to read. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There are a lot of books that I did not appreciate growing up that now I go back and read and I'm like, oh shit, this is actually, now I understand why they make you read this in high school. But because I was forced to read it in high school and it was just an assignment or whatever, I did not give a single fuck about it. Which, shitty student, whatever. But
no, you're not wrong. I think a lot of people are like that. And I also think it's one of those things that you can't do anything about.
No, you can't. Because you have to come across it and read it in your own time, in your own way.
But sometimes the thing is, for me, it's just funny because one of my favorite books of all time, either my number one or my number two, depending on how I'm feeling, is The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. Mm-hmm. And in 9th grade, I was supposed to read that for a class. And I totally just didn't and was like, fuck it, whatever. I don't care. World War I's fucking dumb or whatever. And then now it's one of my favorite novels, and I've read it 6 times, and I have 4 copies of it.
It's amazing.
It's funny to me that I didn't read it until I was, I think, 19, when I was supposed to read it at 15. I think if I had read it and digested it, it would have saved me from a lot of the problems that at 19 I had thrust myself into.
Mm-hmm. Like a world war?
Well, the book's not really about the World War.
Oh, okay.
At all, actually.
I was just confused as to where you were going with that. So yeah,
it's just there's lessons to be learned from things, I guess is where I'm going.
Yeah.
Not world wars can be avoided.
I mean, that is also, I feel like, a lesson that we should learn from things.
I feel like I've learned that. It's just a matter of, will everyone else learn that? No.
Probably not, because people are fucking stupid.
Which is why I think self-improvement is more important to a degree than trying to force others to see the world the way you do.
Ooh, that's a real real quick turn. I don't dislike that.
I've been drinking out of this bottle. Just want you guys to know that.
That's fine.
Okay.
So welcome back to Off the Air. Jackson is drunk.
No.
Jackson is not drunk. Jackson is drinking.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. He will have drunk.
I'm still, after the vaporization when they put me back together in the lab, my throat particles didn't come together quite right. So this is how I sound.
Yes. It's that post-reconstruction sickness.
But I can do some pretty nice voices like this.
Oh, that's sexy.
Nice,
do that.
Dulcet tones. Welcome back to 105 The Beat.
Nice. So that's Jackson.
I hate myself.
I was gonna say, how'd that feel? How good of a plan was that?
It's fine. Didn't hurt. It just kind of my throat hurts constantly. Jackson's Beer Corner. It's back.
But before Jackson's Beer Corner comes back,
are we gonna intro the rest of us, or are you just gonna run away with the podcast again?
It's back, boys.
He could totally run away with it after I say I'm Noah and
I'm Dan.
There we go.
There we go. We did it. Go for it, bud.
Jackson's Beer Corner, baby.
Jackson's Beer Corner.
Yeah. Today, I'm going to be reviewing what might be my new favorite beer ever. Which is a bold statement, but it's got everything I look for in alcohol, which is flavor, good art on the can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And literature references.
Ooh.
Always good.
Ooh,
so it's got the trifecta, really. It's called Royal Blood.
Ooh. Royal Blood?
Royal Blood. On the front of the can, it's got a picture of Mark Twain smoking a pipe with a crown, sipping a beer. Well, the beer's in his hand. He's not sipping it because he's smoking the pipe. And it says on it, too much of anything is bad, but too much of blood orange is barely enough. Mark Twain.
I do appreciate Mark Twain.
Who doesn't? Nice guy.
Stupid
Samuel
people.
Clemens.
This is a
No, they
good
probably still like
can.
him.
Oh, I like
Even
this can.
stupid people like Mark Twain. It's very simple, very nice. Nice. The orange color as well as the white makes it look very regal, very royal. It's by Three Nations Brewing Company, and they are located in Farmers Branch, Texas, which I'm going to Google real quick because I actually don't know where that is. I imagine it's probably not super far out of Austin because most everything's in like the same 4 hours of distance in Texas. Farmers Branch, Texas. But anyway, it's a wheat beer, so it's going to be like a Blue Moon, but instead of using orange peel, they use Valencia orange and Blue Moon. It's blood orange, and it uses a very liberal amount of orange. It's very flavorful, very sweet, and just like a super nice, light Belgian wheat beer.
Nice.
A nice beer corner. A nice
On the
first
back
beer
of
of
the
2018.
can.
Or 2019.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
I screwed it up. I tried to say the right thing and I screwed it right up.
This is going to be my beer for 2019. 2019 is probably not going to be my year, but this is going to be my beer.
Your beer for
So
the year?
it says on the back, Mark Twain is American royalty of wit and satire. He would have appreciated the unique blend of our finest Belgian wheat beer with a refreshing royal blood orange. Its majestic citrusy aroma and royal color reign over other blood orange beer styles. It does have a really nice color to it when you pour it out of the can, and it's also just super delicious. I like Mark Twain. It depends. I think Mark Twain is very, he's a clever boy. He's a very funny boy too. He was basically like, I don't know if I want to say this, but I'm going to.
Go for it.
Because I think I'm
Yeah.
poor enough in my decision making. I think Mark Twain is kind of like 200 IQ Jerry Seinfeld.
Actually not. I can back that.
He went on like world comedy tours. Like he'd do like stand up in France.
Yeah, I actually will back that. That's a solid statement.
Nice. 200 IQ Jerry Seinfeld, which is how I like to think of myself, really. Also, I have looked up Farmers Branch. It's north of Dallas in like a little grove. I would say it's in Dallas.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Good deal.
So I drove from over Thanksgiving. So this is about a month or so ago. I think I've talked about the trip a little bit, but when I went to record the podcast with Noah, I drove from Pennsylvania to Texas.
I didn't realize you drove.
back.
I kind of
Yeah,
thought that
we
you
drove.
flew.
No, because we had a whole bunch of stuff to get from our old house. 'Cause we
Okay.
still own the property.
Right.
So like my parents and I drove up there, and then I like helped them load all the stuff into the truck, and we drove it all back down. The reason we didn't ship it is a lot of it was like guns and stuff.
All right.
And it's kind of hard to fly like 10 guns and some crossbows across the country.
I can understand
Because-
that. Yeah.
So yeah, we just drove. And I gotta say, Arkansas, the worst state.
All right.
Like for a long time, I've held that it's been like West Virginia, Ohio, Mississippi, Alabama. And they may be the worst states in terms of people, but by God, Arkansas has nothing of value in terms of names. The first city you get to when you're leaving Texas and going to Arkansas,
okay.
Texarkana.
Oh my gosh.
They have Jacksonville, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Arkadelphia. Arkadelphia?
I hate that. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that a lot.
Murfreesboro.
What?
DeQueen. D-E Queen. 2 separate words. DeQueen. Nashville. Camden. El Dorado. Monticello. Stuttgart.
What?
This is Palestine.
What?
But right next to Palestine is Forest City.
What?
You
Now
know, it's
that is the kind of name I would expect to hear, you know?
Paris. Ozark.
I'm so
Boonville,
angry.
Clinton. Jasper. That's not too bad.
Jasper makes sense.
Siloam Springs. Flippin. Hardy.
I do like flipping.
Pocahontas. Poca-fucking-honest.
Pocahontas. Oh my
Paragould.
gosh.
Truman with 2 N's.
No. Ew.
Osceola. Corning.
Who signed off on these terrible ideas? I
Newport.
I just need to know.
Searcy. Wynne. Spelled W-Y-N-N-E.
See, Searcy, at least, I can guarantee that town was named before Game of Thrones, right?
Well, no, it's spelled S-E-A-R-C-Y.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I hate it.
They have the Ouachita National Forest. Not Wichita, like Texas, but O-U-A-C-H-I-T-A. And they also have the Ozark National Forest, not to be confused with the Ozarks.
So basically,
I guess it probably has some of the Ozarks. I don't know.
this place basically exists just, even though it was definitely as a state founded before a lot of these other states, it was all just reject people from all these other places that moved there and named
If I had to guess, yeah.
everything however they wanted.
Yeah. Artist Point, Mountainburg,
Mountainburg?
St. Paul, Deer. You telling me there's a place called Deer?
No. You're not going to just move past Mountainburg like that, right?
I tried to on purpose because I just got mad at it.
Because Mountainburg is like a 3-year-old's city in the mountains.
Charleston.
Like
Havana. Are you kidding me?
Like they drew a crayon drawing of a castle in the mountains. They're like, that's Mountainburg.
Hey guys, look, it's Mountainburg. But like they have Havana, Paris, Palestine, and then Mountainburg. Like they just ran out of things to steal, so they're like, we gotta come up with our own. Fuck, Mountainburg. God damn it. I hate Arkansas.
Now, I should say real quick, in case any of our listeners are from Arkansas, none of this is directed against you. We know you didn't name your city.
Yeah, unless you did name your city, in which case,
in which case it is directed against you, and come on the podcast and defend yourself.
I was going to say, we want you on here so that we can berate you in person.
I'll leave. Okay, if we're going to be mean to them, I'll stay.
I just need to understand why you thought it was a good idea.
Who named Arkadelphia?
Arkadelphia is definitely the worst. I'm not gonna lie.
Arkadelphia makes me the angriest. It makes me angrier than Mountainburg, because at least Mountainburg isn't somewhere else with Arkansas in front of it.
and Arkadelphia are definitely the biggest
Arkadelphia
offenses.
is disgusting, and how
It
dare
really
you?
is. It's like the Arca of brotherly love. Is that what it's supposed to mean?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay. Now I'm done with Arkansas. Anyone else got anything to bring up?
Oh, I do. So
I'm glad. Fire away.
We've been talking a couple of times about it would have been right around the new year about conspiracy theories in our host chat, and I wanted to bring this up on the podcast and like throw out what is your favorite conspiracy theory? What is your favorite like aftermath of a conspiracy theory, and are there any that you like actively like believe in and or follow?
My favorite conspiracy theory is that people think the government is able to keep the secret of the world being flat. Personally,
That's mine, dude.
Modern
You can't take
flat
that. You knew that was going to be mine.
yeah. I knew it was.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because that's the only reason we keep bringing up conspiracy theories is that one guy.
I feel bad.
I want you to know I deleted 200 people off my Facebook friends list. Mm-hmm. Did not delete him.
Oh no, you can't. You can.
I'm waiting for this guy, whoever he is, to actually end up listening to an episode.
Oh, he won't.
He won't.
I'm not sharing it on any platform that he can hear about it.
Fair enough.
And I would never call him out by name because that would just be rude.
Yeah. But what's he going to do? Get mad at us for making fun of his stupid beliefs? Honestly, that's something I would publicly do to him.
Fair. Honestly, fair.
I mean, you do. You comment on his stuff every now and then.
Well, the thing is, I only comment like passive aggressive stuff on his post because I don't want to get deleted.
Mm-hmm. And you actually are incredibly like reasonable about it.
I'm a very reasonable person. If nothing else, I am fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
See, because I didn't have, well, I was gonna say, because I don't have a particular favorite. I have a lot that I like have poked at over the years. But now I'm going through, I'm sitting on the Wikipedia page for a list of conspiracy theories. And like, the problem is that so many of them are actively, offensive to some group or another. Like some of them, right?
Yeah,
like
that's the problem.
Like things like chemtrails, right? Chemtrails aren't really offensive to anybody. They're just kind of funny.
They're just stupid.
They're just kind of funny. But like so many of them are like,
like for example,
anything about 9/11, anything about anti-Semitism. It's like
no, anti-Semitism. That's a perfect example of what I wanted to bring up about so many of these flat Earth guys.
Oh, are they also wildly anti-Semitic?
Because flat Earth revolves around a world government keeping the secret.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, that's funny. That's funny. That was an accident.
It's the Zionists.
Because the whole thing focuses on a world government. The lizard Jew people are the ones that control said government, which I don't know how this guy reconciles that belief, since he's also a religious guy and the Jews should not be bad for him. But all the guys he gets his information from hate the Jews. So that doesn't make sense to me, firstly. That doesn't make sense at all. Secondly, why... This is a totally different thing. Why lizard people?
Ooh, that's actually good. I
just want to know why people assume lizard people run the universe.
Let's see what random internet things say about why lizard people.
Razor this shit.
Yeah, go for it.
Lizard people. It's too specific of a thing to have just made up. They're real.
Ooh, do you believe in lizard people, Jackson?
Right.
I guess.
Wasn't there a TV show not that
Gotta
long
believe in
ago
something.
that like took this idea and ran with it? Oh
Sure.
shoot! No,
Yeah,
there
it was
was
called Star Trek.
no.
They had
More
a whole
recent.
pile of galaxies.
Hold on. Let's see.
No, Star
Lizard
Trek's putting out
people
series right now.
TV show. No, it was very recent. V, the new series of
I need you to
V.
put big quotation marks around V or around recent because I
mean,
believe V
that
stopped in like
2011.
2012.
Yeah, and then in 2011. Well,
that
there was
was
also
8
there was a
years. That was
1984
8 years
version.
ago.
And then there was a 2011 version. I just remember it because I used to watch bits and pieces of it. Yeah,
That was
I've
focused
always,
around the lizard people government.
Yeah, it was. It was 100% focused around like lizard people invade. Here, let's see what the IMDb page says about it. An extraterrestrial race arrives on Earth with seemingly good
Lizard people.
intentions, only to slowly
people.
reveal that their true machinations are the more ingrained. Only to slowly reveal their true machinations, the more ingrained into society they become.
I'm interrupting you right now because you know what that is? That is because aliens aren't your friends. They're actually extraterrestrial demons. It all comes back together.
I feel like
Everything comes back.
I feel like a lot of. Oh, you know what? I do have a favorite. It's the Mandela effect. I am fascinated by the Mandela effect.
Oh, yeah. No, Mandela effect is fantastic.
Let me Occam's razor that shit too.
Do you believe in it?
Of course not.
Okay.
People just don't pay good enough attention to things.
That I see. Okay. If there were going to be one that I would be on board with, like, I feel like it might be the Mandela effect.
What do you mean?
If there were going to be one conspiracy theory that I would be like, all right, sure, why not? Because I already believe in things like so for people listening, the Mandela effect is started as this idea that for some reason a lot of people believe that Nelson Mandela died, I believe, in prison. Was that the original?
Yeah, that was belief.
A very popular belief.
But he did not,
if
and died
memory
like
serves,
10 years later.
Wasn't that like a propaganda news thing that originally purported that?
It might have been. I don't
think
know.
it was just misinformation, not necessarily propaganda, but yeah.
Okay.
But and then the continuation on it is things like people remembering the Berenstain Bears as the Berenstain Bears or vice versa, or Berenstain, whatever.
It is the Berenstain. People remember Berenstain.
Yes.
Again, very easy to explain.
Yeah. Oh, and so many of them are very, very easy to explain. I find them super interesting. I find because there are a lot of them. Let me find some good examples.
The thing is, they're all very easy to explain, and the explanation is always almost the same, which means I might be led to believe maybe it's that thing that everything's explained away with.
The biggest like thing is that it's obviously just people not paying attention, right? And people wildly misremembering things just for years and years and years, and then repeating the same.
Age when things can like be fact checked, suddenly everyone's saying that they were wrong.
No one wants to be wrong. Everyone just makes up a conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I still like it. I still think it's like The idea is
I think it's in good-hearted fun.
The idea behind the Mandela effect is that rather than it being all these things, it's not an actively like hostile conspiracy theory. It's the idea that different realities are like reconnecting. If you believe in like the multi-worlds, whatever, multiple timelines are like what's the word? Intersecting and like
reconverging.
Converging. Yeah, it's converging timelines. Which
is dumb.
I 100% am on board with that as an idea because I think it's fascinating.
Go jerk off to Rick and Morty.
Dude, hurtful.
Firstly, his IQ is far too high for
seriously. But secondly, like, I just think it's like, I think that it isn't real. But if there were going to be one that I was just going to be like, nah, sure, multiple timelines converging, why not? It would be the Mandela effect. Because I just, like, it's so, of all of them, it's so harmless. And, like, there isn't, like, some new world order behind it. It isn't, like, the government actively trying. It's just timelines intersecting because that's what timelines be doing, like.
See, I personally love the flat earth. And I actually kind of subscribe, not all the way, but I see the reasoning behind 9/11 being an inside job.
I see the reasoning behind it. I don't back it.
Personally, I think it's a lack of interception where interception was known to be needed and less of an inside job.
I'll buy that.
Because certain people gained far too much out of it in our own like government to have made it like, and I think the attack was genuinely planned by terrorists.
Yeah.
And genuinely executed by terrorists. But I think there's a level of interception the government should have had that they didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being fed misinformation. But just that's what I've seen.
Much less a...
Also, least favorite conspiracy theory, any form of Holocaust denial or revisionism.
100% agree.
Yeah,
yes.
no, that's
anything
bad.
Jordan Peterson says, don't listen to it.
Just don't. Yeah,
He's got a PhD. Yeah, but he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, people can have PhDs and still be fucking idiots.
Hitler did not hate the Jews. He wanted to kill them because he thought they were disgusting. That's kind of hate. Like, I don't know what you think hate is.
I don't know what you...
That's still hate.
No, yeah, she said that, though. He did a lecture where he claimed that Hitler did not hate the Jews. He was disgusted by them, and that's why he killed them.
Nah, man, that's the Rick and Morty fan right there. That is the man we need to follow. Mm-hmm. He clearly is way smarter than all the rest of us.
He's a big brain boy. 2 million IQ.
2 million.
Easy 2 million.
Yeah.
He's Canadian, too. Unfortunate.
Dang.
Hey, listen, the Canadians had to have one bad one, you know?
It's true, yeah.
Like, they've got so many good ones. They had to have one that just brought the whole thing down a level.
They do have a lot of good ones. If you guys had to go to a foreign country for 2 years, what country would it be?
Italy, full stop.
Germany, full stop.
Also fair. I can back that.
I would pick France or Japan. Probably France, though, full stop.
I've been to France. The France are a bunch of cheese chomping surrender monkeys. And you can quote me on that.
Can't say that.
Also, I think the idea that the French are surrender monkeys
They're not. They're definitely not.
Misinformation
it's
of
100% a
II
joke.
Tactics.
It's 100% a joke. I actually non-sarcastically do. My experience in France was that the French tend to be a little bit full of themselves is the best way to say that. Did
they not like you?
I don't even remember them disliking me specifically. They just kind of seemed like they thought my experience with France was that they 100 across the board thought that they were better than everyone else. Always. That was my experience.
That's where I think I'd fit in.
Fair enough.
You know what? Any group of people that doesn't like Dan is probably a group that I'll get along with.
Oh, no. Dang it.
Got him. Also, Italy would be nice. So I'd like to go to Italy.
Italy is my favorite. Italy by far is my favorite country. Favorite country? Yeah. Favorite place to be. Like ever. I've been there once and I plan to go back as soon as I can ever get my head out of my ass and actually have money in my bank account.
I think Japan would be nice too. Because they speak English there. Not for the most part, but a lot of people speak English there.
Well, and Japan is like ridiculously like clean and like meticulous and like has all these things that really do make Japan really interesting and really cool. I would go to Japan. Yeah. I've been hashtag humble brag. I've been around Europe a little bit, as it was part of my the one big gigantic gift I've ever gotten as a graduation present from basically my entire family and my aunt and grandmother especially. Got to travel around Europe for a bit, and like of all the places that I experienced, Italy was great. I also really would like to go to Spain at some point. I think Spain would be really cool.
A good friend of mine actually did a semester abroad in Spain.
Yeah. Would you have, well, neither of you, never mind. I was about to ask, would either of you do a semester abroad, but like neither of you
are in school.
I was gonna say I'm the only one, so there goes that.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
I would if I was in school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I would love to. I would love literally any excuse to go back to Germany. I freaking love that place, but it's too expensive for me to visit for long enough.
Yeah, I can see Germany being your aesthetic.
I love it.
That's the next Patreon goal. Off the Air takes Europe.
Oh man, that's like.
And the Muppets take Normandy.
Ooh, hold on a second.
What?
Hold on a second. I'm just trying to imagine Kermit in a world war. That's all.
That's not hard to imagine at all.
It's really not. Yeah, he has a helmet. It's like, oh, Tom Hanks.
I'm just imagining him in front of this green screen background. It's literally just like a beach with explosions in the background doing his typical like, it's the Muppet Show arm waving thing, but in like a uniform and a helmet saying, all right, men, charge.
It's actually very easy.
It's the easiest thing I think I've imagined in a long time.
Have you guys read Burt Strips?
Yes.
No, I just read important works of literature.
I used to like Burt Strips a lot, but they're really just kind of
Bird strips sounds like a kind of drug you'd buy in a sci-fi world.
So bird strips are this. They're not wrong. Bird strips are like taking frames from like usually Sesame Street, sometimes from books and stuff of Bert and Ernie, and putting some kind of caption underneath them that completely changes whatever the original context of them was. And they can be really funny. My problem with them is that, as I'm sure probably exactly as no experience, is that sooner or later it just becomes wildly offensive again, and it's just be funny without being horribly offensive to
It's
people?
like, hi, yes, I don't want to have Bert strips be exclusively about Ernie raping Bert. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be
Because
great.
that's literally all that a lot of them are about.
Yeah, if we could just avoid that, that would be great.
No, you can't say the R word.
Gamer?
No, the R word. There's the 2 R words.
Oh no.
We did go over this one, didn't we?
I think we probably did, yeah. The R words.
Yeah, we definitely did.
There's also 2 F words.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except y'all say one of them quite
only
frequently.
one C word.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck's fine. But it's still an F word. You don't say it around like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, but
I definitely 100% have, and I feel bad about it every time.
I think there's only one C word, unless you guys want to say cock is a C word. But I don't think it is.
I don't really think it is. I feel like it could be if people are offended by it, but like I don't feel like enough people are. I feel like it's not used enough.
Yeah, because it's really like a weird insult. Cocksucker.
Cocksucker is good. I feel like I don't say cock very often.
No one says it. It's weird. Yeah.
Like I feel like the only time I hear the word cock is in porn.
Do you think they say that a lot in porn?
I mean, the porn I watch.
Yeah, I guess I just watch anime porn.
Yeah.
I don't really watch it. I just kind of read doujins, so it's kind of
Yeah.
not a lot of audio.
I mean, it would be a little difficult to get audio in that, to be fair.
You'd be
I
surprised.
was gonna say, I feel like you definitely.
They have a couple. I think there's like 5 galleries with audio syncing in them. It's more of a novelty than anything else.
It just sounds a little weird, but okay.
It is weird porn, but okay.
Weird porn, but okay. Let's see. Conspiracy theories.
Have you guys heard about the one about the Denver International?
I have actually, and it's weird.
It's weird. Hold up, I'm pulling up the page on it. Basically,
The Denver International
it's this
Airport.
idea that underneath the Denver International Airport is this underground, like New World Order, like.
Oh, I have heard about that because there's
super interesting.
There's like plans for stuff that would connect it to things and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Unusual markings, marked as Templar markings, unusual words cut into the floor.
The Templar.
Satanic, wow, I can talk. Masonic, or some impenetrable secret code in the New World Order. 2 of these words are actually misspelled Navajo terms. Dedication marker in the airport. Inscribed the words New World Airport Commission near with the square and compasses of the Freemasons. Yeah, I find it super, super interesting. So the New World Order, right? Can we talk about the New World Order as like an idea?
Yeah, I'm all for them.
I 100% like I don't see the downside of the New World Order. Like
I don't either.
It's just globalism to an extreme.
Which I'm a globalist myself.
I 100% have been a globalist for like the past like 5 or 6 years. Like
I was a globalist before I even knew what globalism was.
Agreed. Like globalism is great. And then the New World.
Hell yeah, erase my culture. I don't give a fuck,
dude. I mean, frankly, I'm white. What culture do I have? Let's be 100% upfront about it.
Well, it's a little bit disingenuous because the American culture is more of the problem.
You're right.
Which is definitely a thing that exists and has existed for at least a couple hundred years, which isn't as much as other countries, but doesn't mean it has like a right to erasure.
It also, I mean, some parts of it does. I'm okay with erasing some parts of American culture. Some parts of American culture are real gross.
I would like
the rights to
ask,
erasure become the problem because you can't just erase things that you disagree with or don't like.
Yeah.
I
would like to ask what you want to erase, though.
I think it's 100 or 0 thing. Like if you erase all cultures and make a global economy that becomes like a spacefaring race that is more focused on mankind as a whole, and as opposed to like England, France, America, Europe, Africa,
Russia,
Asia, as opposed to that, just combine them all and be like, this is.
We are man.
Humanity.
Well, mankind. I should say we are man.
Yeah. Well, man works. It's like the royal. I'm all for that because I like Warhammer. Warhammer is all about the unity of man.
The Imperium of man.
Within the Imperium.
I was gonna say, is that what Warhammer's about?
I was gonna say it's definitely not called the Unity.
Yeah, the unity of man within the Imperium.
Oh, it's a subset.
Like man. No, like the unity, like the word unity being used as unity.
Okay.
Like within a sentence being used.
Oh, okay.
Not as a title.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, like the race banding together as opposed to, any form of national conflict. Because national conflict just holds us back in terms of a galactic level, which I'm more concerned with.
I 100% agree. I mean, I don't know that I would use Warhammer as a great example because the Imperium is definitely not good guys. That's heresy, I know.
Why not?
That's heresy, I know.
They're good guys to guys.
Okay. But
they're bad guys to Xenos scum.
But
and traitorous trash.
I feel like the only thing about
I don't know anything about Warhammer.
The New World Order, the thing that the only hang up that I have is that generally when they're talking about the New World Order, they're talking about the global elite or whatever, right?
Yeah, I don't like the rich guys.
And I was going to kill them. I feel like both Jackson and I are, Jackson's a little more extreme than I am. But the idea that I don't really appreciate a bunch of elite douchebags telling me how to live my life.
But you already have that happening.
Exactly.
And you're probably always going to have that happening.
Exactly. So I might as well have it be a global conspiracy for douchebags.
If I'm going to have elite douchebags tell me what to do, I want the same elite douchebags tell everybody what to do.
Yeah.
Also, you never really hear about anybody who's a globalist. That's also a white nationalist.
Well, because nationalism and globalism are
I mean, yes, that's inherently true, but also it's worth saying out loud because it's...
Because can we... Yeah.
The same people who are the Freemasons and the globalists and the Jews are trying to take over. They're also just racist.
Yeah.
So maybe nationalism's only good for racist people, maybe.
I mean, I feel like I understand the idea of wanting to protect me and mine, right? I get that. The problem is when people turn I want to protect me and mine into I will only protect me and mine, and if you're not us, you're the enemy. Because that's a problem. I don't think any of us...
Is that a problem there, partner?
Yes, it is a problem.
Saddle up then.
Oh, God.
Yeehaw.
Oh, God. Jackson's gone back to his cowboy roots.
Yeehaw.
I think it's my granddad is actually part of the Freemasons. I want to say it's my granddad. My great-granddad.
Nice.
My great-granddad is
Can
actually...
I join?
What?
You think they'll let me join the Freemasons?
I don't know let's see. What are the rules about joining the Freemasons? How does that work?
Let's join the Freemasons.
How does off the air join the Freemasons?
I very much don't want to be a Mason, but you do.
Why? Wait, why not?
They're really culty. I don't like that.
I feel like it depends on which lodge you of it is.
See, that's the thing. At low levels, no, it's just a boys' club,
Yeah, it's 100%
a man.
Yeah,
I don't want to join them. Oh, you have to believe in a supreme being? Fuck.
I mean, you already do, Jackson. It's yourself.
Nice. Oh, easy.
Look, see, I got you. I got your back, buddy.
Yeah. See, you have to be a man.
No, see, that's the thing, though. That's why people always say satanic Masonic symbols as things, because once you get up to super high levels, we're talking the high levels where blackballing comes into effect.
Can you define that term? Sorry.
So blackballing. When you get nominated by a member of the Masons to enter the higher orders, there's a vote cast where everyone has a white or a black ball. They put them down a chute and it goes into this pit. Not a pit, like a big bowl.
Yeah.
And you have to have 100% group consensus vote or else you can't get in. If there is a black ball, you are stricken from the society and you're totally cut off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have not heard of this.
I'm actually really surprised. It's a relatively common saying used for when people get blackballed from something, you are not able to interact, be a part of nothing with this group ever again type of thing, It's
like getting shunned by the Amish.
Yeah, pretty much. Except shunning tends
and
to...
Vanilla Ice, who also shun you.
So yeah, that's the reason stuff like that happens is because once you get up into the high levels, now this is obviously a lot of hearsay because you don't get a lot of people that reach the high levels and then leave. There's legitimate Lucifer worship type of stuff up there.
Go for it.
And
I feel like that's a conspiracy theory.
It is. It's a conspiracy theory built on more conspiracy theories type of thing. And just real quick thing, I hate when people use the term Lucifer to refer to the devil as if that's the only time the name was ever used in the Bible, because Jesus was referred to as Lucifer as well. You know why? Lucifer means the rising star.
Ooh.
The freaking king of Babylon was referred to as Lucifer. The devil
so we
was called Lucifer.
Worship the devil?
Huh?
Wait, so like Freemasons don't worship the devil then?
It depends on your like
definition of Lucifer.
No,
damn, they should,
no. It depends on your what do you call path of thinking. But yeah, there's a very strong possibility that that's conspiracy nuts mistranslating. But you never know.
You're telling me if I just worship the devil, I can be successful?
Dude, I wish.
That's what I'm saying. I should try that.
Can it be that easy? If we just collectively hail Satan.
No, I don't want to group Noah into that.
I don't like this bit.
Noah doesn't want to be in that bit.
That's why
I avoided. That's why I avoided Noah in
Jackson,
that conversation.
Can you and I go hail Satan and be successful?
You can do whatever you want, and I'll do whatever I want, but we'll do it like separate and see what happens.
I hate this. Listen, I'm trying to
So
extend
in reality,
the olive branch.
What will end up happening is Dan will go do it and go all in, and Jackson will wait and not do anything just to see if it works or not.
Yeah, if Dan goes, if Dan
will
like
come back and be like,
skyrockets,
"Oh man, this has been really rough for me." Jackson will be like, "Oh yeah, like me too. It's been
well, let me hit you with a 5 million IQ idea.
Go for it.
This is more IQ than Elon Musk to the power of Nikola Tesla, who I don't respect, but we'll go over that a different day.
That's 100% a whole nother ball game.
I was gonna say that's a podcast by itself.
He a bitch, but anyway, I'm gonna let Dan worship the devil. If Dan's like, shit, dude, I've immediately struck success and my life is great, then you know what I'm gonna do? Go praise Jesus, because confirmation of a real and powerful devil would also be confirmation of a real and powerful Christ.
Ooh, I do not agree with that at all.
Well, if it's the same devil, then it's probably the same Christ.
Not at all. I 100% believe that there could be a higher power that's just an asshole, and that's all we get. I don't think that confirming one necessarily confirms.
But what if you're calling him the devil?
I mean, you can call a lot of things the devil. People called Barack Obama the devil. Like,
well, they were right, to be fair.
God damn it. Oh, he got me.
Mrs. Obama, get down.
But like you can call a lot of things the devil, but just because it's an evil, the idea of the devil is just an evil higher, or pun intended, lower power. And like you can't, just confirming one side of the coin doesn't confirm the other one. You can confirm, like you could confirm that God, well, because God, it doesn't work both ways. If you confirm that the Christian God exists, that does confirm that the devil exists, because then it becomes like the God damn it, Jackson, you threw me off my you asshole.
Got him.
You can confirm one side and not confirm the other, but you can't confirm the other side but confirm the one. Like, it just, like, they don't necessarily mean the same thing. He's,
oh my gosh.
Jackson's now posting, what do you even call these?
There's Obunga and Wallace Moth. So
why are you like this?
When I said Obama is the devil, there's this picture of Obama that's called Obunga, and it's Obama, and his face is photoshopped to look like one of the terraformers from the show Terraformers. It's an anime, and it's just like very unsettling.
It's very unsettling. Obunga, I don't like it
because it's like Obama but scary. And so I posted in the Discord, and then Dan didn't say anything, so I added everyone, so I knew he'd check it.
Oh, I saw it. I was just trying to finish my point.
Oh. And then I posted a picture of Wallace Moth, which is just Will Smith, but he's got like a really big nose and tiny eyes and a tiny mouth.
You know, I was really going to try and blow past this and not pay attention to the fact that this happened.
Now you got to put it in the video.
Can you get the video version? Can you get Wallace Moth versus Obunga? Who do you think would win in a fight?
I feel like it's definitely Obunga.
I think Wallace Moth would probably
nah, man. Look at those eyes. He's got special eyes.
Well, the thing is, Wallace Moth has tiny hands too.
Ooh.
So I think when he punches, there's just like a really high point of impact.
That's
like
fair.
There's not a lot of surface area to be covered, so there's just a lot of force going straight into Obunga's face. I'm saying like Wallace Moth's hands are so tiny, but his arms are normal size. So I think he could probably just punch through your skull.
Break his hands?
No, because they're strong.
Oh, okay.
He's got strong hands.
They look like such strong hands.
Wallace Moth has very strong hands. He's also very small. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
We appreciate it.
We got some time left. You want to talk about Nikola Tesla?
Oh, I was going to talk about the Illuminati.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
we
talk
only
about
have
the Illuminati.
about 15, 20 minutes left, so I don't think we have enough time to really lay into Nikola Tesla if you have strong opinions about him.
I definitely want to do that on a different day, though, because that is an entire...
Beyonce, Bay-Z, Illuminati.
So
oh my gosh. So I was...
Go for it.
I was at this party the other day, and someone tried to tell me that Jay-Z's daughter, Ivy, that her name stands for Illuminati's very youngest. And he like...
What happens when she
what
gets
the fuck
older?
is youngest?
See, that's a good question there, buddy. Because there's definitely no more young Illuminati, right?
I feel like the entire idea of the Illuminati is that, yeah, it's like it's an underground, like, old...
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
what?
the thing. But the Illuminati just apparently gets off on like sneaking references of themselves to the world.
They really do love that.
Can we talk about that as like an idea? Like for a lot of conspiracy theories across the board. Like, why would they even put hints to things? That doesn't make any sense. Like,
all right, boys, I got an idea.
What's up?
We're gonna cook up a secret organization.
Yeah, I'm on board. Let's go.
But no one's gonna know about us, right?
Yeah,
No
secret.
one.
Yeah.
But we're gonna like put our symbol on the $1 bill.
Oh shit! And then they're gonna look at it, and they're not gonna have any idea. You absolute madman.
Yeah,
Although,
I imagine no one will ever find out that that's our symbol on the $1 bill.
Although to be fair,
Oh no.
here's the devil's advocate conspiracy theory here. If you were a group in power, literally from like the era of the Crusades and even further back,
The Illuminati was founded in 1776. I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
The Illuminati was founded in 1776. Actual, on the Wikipedia page.
I thought it was a bit younger than that, but I knew it was not
the
very
Bavarian Illuminati, which is what like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got the Illuminati and the Masons confused because
there we go.
National Treasure uses them like interchangeably, borderline.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, some conspiracy theorists though.
Okay, so anyway,
fair.
the Illuminati,
Okay.
formed in 1776. If
By
you
Wallace Moss.
actually were in power from then until now, you can't tell me that you wouldn't be so high on your own power to be like, huh, these people are so dumb. Look at us with this. Let's just hide it all in this money. You know, you can't tell me that.
Let me just look something up here.
I've been a secret organization for long enough that dumbasses like that aren't allowed in the secret club anymore. Like,
but that's the problem. At that point, you would be so convinced of your own security, you would feel invincible.
Disagree.
You yourself would not be a part. You would be a peon that's like, excuse me, guys,
we really shouldn't do this.
We shouldn't do this. And they'd be like, ho, 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 look at us. Ring the great bell of Illuminatiism. It's time for more Illuminati.
Wait, hold up. You just had a bell, like just sitting there?
No,
I think it was
my
inside of
bottle.
it sounded like a container.
Okay. I just want to say that the $1 bill in the United States was designed in 1935.
Yes.
So,
which is in time for my statement of they felt like they were way too comfortable and in power.
But you're telling me this organization that's from Bavaria, so it's Germany.
The original Illuminati was like what people usually refer to as the Illuminati was the Bavarian Illuminati, Enlightenment era secret society. And they did a bunch of things, and technically it dissolved in like, let's see.
Of course, your secret society technically dissolved.
It supposedly dissolved in around the 1790s. So it was only around for like 20 something years.
Does this mean the Illuminati is basically just Mensa?
Honestly?
Is that
Wasn't
like
that
NAMBLA?
what it was? It was just like a group of smart people.
Yeah, actually. A little bit. That was the society's goals were to oppose superstition, obscurantism, religious influence over public life, and abuses of state power. Yeah, no,
Can we please accept the fact that their goal was to like
do the exact opposite of what people think the Illuminati is?
Yeah, 100%.
110%. Yeah, that's very good. Let's see. Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb and wild, and I love it so much. Let's see. The Zenith was in 1784. Decline was in like 1787. Yeah, and when they were outlawed by the Catholic Church.
They made it for 10 years.
They were only around for
don't
like
them.
Dude, can we just agree? The Catholic Church historically. I'm not saying necessarily modern Catholics. Whatever. Historically, the Catholic Church ruins everything.
Yeah.
Can I make that hot take? Because, like,
I took AP Euro. I know that's true.
it's 100% accurate. And, like, the Catholic Church might as well be the Illuminati. Like,
that's another thing. Conspiracy theorists hate the Catholic Church too.
Yeah, they do.
Like, they're really torn because they hate the Catholic Church,
because
they hate the New World Order, they hate the Illuminati, and they hate the Freemasons. But at the same time, they believe all 4 of these groups are real, and all 4 of these groups are controlling the whole world.
one of those groups is definitely real. 2 of those groups are definitely real, actually.
Yeah, but they believe that all 4 of them are like not only real but controlling the world.
Why is there's got to be a video game out there somewhere that's like a
Civ,
Civ,
Sid Meier's Civilization 8.
as a secret society about controlling things, and like you have to fight against other secret societies for territory or something. I would play the shit out of that.
I probably wouldn't, but I'd like say that I will.
Same.
I really enjoy games like that, so it's my jam.
I feel like I've mentioned this on podcasts before, but just in case I haven't, this is too good a bit not to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
The Illuminati, Catholic Church, lizard people, yada yada yada. Because here's the metagame conspiracy here.
The meta conspiracy. Yep.
I'm bringing the wall of conspiracy down on you real quick. They all worship the devil.
Yes.
Okay.
They do that, huh?
Yeah.
Ostensibly.
Okay. So
yep.
and not like the way Satanists worship the big quotation marks devil as like an ideology. They worship the devil, Satan devil,
the actual physical embodiment of
and who
Satan.
wouldn't?
the actual goat hoof demon man.
Yeah.
Lay lovin'.
Okay, but followers of the devil, here's a super important thing: they cannot lie. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh,
lizard people cannot lie. That's true.
The devil is the father of lies. Why can his followers not lie? Don't ask stupid questions, okay? The followers of the devil cannot lie, okay? So, here's the thing. They can't disprove all these conspiracy theories, right? Because that's lying to say that they don't exist. So what do they do? What do they do?
What do they do?
Laugh it off and avoid the question.
They hire one of their own to go out and tell everyone what's going on, but do it in such a crazy way that everyone thinks it's fake.
Damn.
Cue Alex Jones.
I do love Alex. Can we? Alex Jones is
So
such
you
a
got
shit
Alex
show.
Jones coming out. Alex Jones is coming out telling the truth. Everything Alex Jones says is the truth. And that's how the Illuminati gets away with hiding, because they have Alex Jones tell everyone exactly what's going on, but it's so crazy sounding, no one believes it, and it's just Alex Jones. And that's how they get away with it. Now, please just ignore the fact that Alex Jones, under oath, so that he didn't lose his kids, said his entire act was an act. Ignore that part.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All right, so Alex Jones lives in my city.
Oh, that's right.
He does. And I really, my goal is to like be walking around one day and see him like doing like a live stream. And you ever seen the video of the guy who like flips him off and he's like, "You're a globalist, you're a coward," and like chases him down? I want to do that.
That would be amazing. If that happens, please make sure we find that video.
Oh, absolutely.
I know you couldn't share it with us on Twitter, but find it somewhere.
That would be the dream.
So now I found a Wikipedia page on like list of actual like real conspiracies, and I am so fascinated by so many of these now.
What's your favorite you've seen?
My personal favorite is I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of this. Rajneeshi bioterror attack in 1984 was the food poisoning of 751 individuals in Dallas, Oregon. Through the deliberate contamination of salad bars at 10 local restaurants with salmonella.
Oh no, I know about that. That's
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's that cult that was in what's their name?
Bagwan Rajneesh, I think is how you pronounce that.
Rajneeshpuram.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, no, they were crazy.
That's so insane.
They are absolutely crazy.
It's a salad bar. That was their big bioterror attack, was a salad bar.
Yeah, no, they just put salmonella in salad bars.
Which, to be fair...
and then they bought a city.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Horrible. That's horrible to have done. But god damn it, that's hysterical that, like, that was their big thing.
Yeah, if you have the time, watch the documentary about him. It's crazy.
It was the first and single largest bioterrorist attack in United States history. The more you know. Nobody died, so that's cool. But 751 people contracted salmonellosis.
They are crazy. If you ever have time to watch that documentary.
There are a ton of them on here. There are a ton of them on here that are also like bombs on Hitler's aircraft, plans to assassinate Hitler with a suitcase bomb. I just saw something about Hitler's youth somewhere in here. I don't know where it went.
Wait, what about the suitcase bomb though?
That's Operation Valkyrie.
In 1944, the July 20 plot to assassinate Hitler with a suitcase bomb.
Wait, let me just rewind to make sure this is not being said as a fake thing, right?
No, this actually happened. This was an actual plot.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. The goal was to use Operation Valkyrie, which is like this. It's an emergency plan in case of a general breakdown in civil order in the nation. Blah, 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 blah. It basically was this idea to take over Germany, disarm the SS, and arrest the Nazi leadership.
I appreciate that. That was cool of them.
That was neat. Yeah, I mean, Watergate was like a real conspiracy. Like a real thing that happened that was also a conspiracy. Iran-Contra scandal.
Next thing on the list, flat Earth. Like, what would happen if we found out the Earth was just flat?
Dude, I would be so confused because I've been high enough in an airplane to see the curvature of the Earth. I'm just confused at that point. Like, was the render distance limited? Like, what happened?
That would be really confusing.
Like, I would just be confused at this point. I wouldn't even be mad.
What about like all the people that went to space? What would they think?
They'd be like, damn. You know what that means?
The thing is,
played. Oh, can we talk about the moon landing conspiracies? Just real quick before the end of the episode?
That has to be the last one.
Honestly, no.
Oh, no? You don't want to talk about it?
I'm kind of burnt out on them.
Oh, fair enough. I have a couple friends of mine who actually truly believe that we didn't go to the moon.
I do too.
And that makes me kind of sad. I'll be honest.
I mean, yeah, no, it really blows.
It kind of blows. I like that, what's his name, has actively punched people in the face for saying it.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I have seen that.
I can't remember his name.
I was like, you're a liar and you're a coward. And you just punched him in the face.
Yeah, and he's like 80 or something ridiculous, and I love it. Like, obviously, don't punch people in the face. Assault is a crime.
No, do.
But, like, also, if they tell you that your entire life's work is a lie, maybe punch them a little bit.
Yeah, no, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, punch him anyway. I don't give a fuck. Attain heaven through violence, boys.
I don't like that.
I'll say it again. Attain heaven through violence, boys.
That sounds like a thing terrorists say.
The shoe fits.
And on that, we
are sponsored by Audible.
Yeah, shoot, we didn't mention that last episode, but hey, we are still sponsored by Audible. Everybody go to audibletrial.com/offtheair and pick up your free audiobook token and 1 month of Audible subscription.
You know what? Go down to the local store. Go down to the HEB. If you got one, go to the Randall's. Go to the Piggly Wiggly, perhaps. Pick yourself up some Royal Blood by 3 Nations Brewing Company. And while you're at it, go to audible.com and try out The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, one of the most well-respected examples of a great American novel written by Mark Twain himself.
There you go. I can't argue with that at all.
I got a copy of it myself.
I don't know if I have a
Or
physical copy.
if you're not really feeling it, maybe pick up one of his little essays on comedy. They're pretty funny, pretty short, and they'll keep you entertained for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Patreon. We have Patreon. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like how you say that like it's a surprise after last week.
Dude, I am
when we
out of
freaking
it.
geeked out.
For quick reference, everybody, both Jackson and I are 100% getting over being sick and have been struggling this entire episode. Okay, I've been struggling this entire episode.
No, you both have a little bit.
Have
it's
you
okay.
heard me talk? I've been struggling.
We've both been struggling a lot.
Here at Off the Air, 105.9 Off the Air.
All right, so we have patreon.com/offtheair. If you would like to support us for very little money, you totally can. Because guess what? We finally got our act together. We're keeping things updated. I say as I literally right now share a fresh link on the feed because it's time to but that's okay.
I promise we have our shit together this time.
But because we finally actually have a sub, who I'm not going to shout out again because I feel like it would just be awkward because we only promised once and can't start that trend.
Because we have a sub, we also finally put together the Discord.
Exactly, that's the biggie.
Which you can find
on Twitter.
On Twitter, yep. The easiest way to find it is if you go to twitter.com/theofftheair. It'll be the pinned tweet right at the top of the page. Click on it, come on by, say hi. Jackson will probably say something offensive. I'll definitely say something offensive, and Noah will stand by the sidelines judging you.
Well, the thing is, here's how it's going to go down. Dan, going to say something offensive.
Horribly offensive.
I'm going to do one of those counter hot takes that I do all the time, which is like me not liking things other people like because I'm a hipster, but also an asshole, so I'm mean about it.
Yep.
And then Noah's going to be the one who's tweeting on the actual account.
Yeah, that's
basically
pretty much it.
But come by.
Speaking of which, you can find me at twitter.com/@Jacksonium with 2 M's. Find me on Tumblr @Jacksonium with 2 M's as well, and Instagram, same handle.
That was a sexy transition there.
Here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sexy.
You can also
segue.
find me at your local Kroger. And if you come out back, I will not hesitate to beat the shit out of you.
There you
Do you
go.
want to talk about it?
Noah.
That sounds like a very specific...
Noah, where are you at?
Okay.
Well, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Twitch at Bubbadabad, BUBBADABAD. By the time this episode comes out, you will have missed the big old stream that me, Dan, and a few other people are putting together where we're playing comp and seeing where we place. I anticipate us placing low because, well, I don't think I'm that kind of material yet, but
playing comp Overwatch, to be clear.
Yeah, comp Overwatch. Yeah, my mistake. I should have definitely clarified that.
Just playing comp, comp. That game.
Yeah,
comp.
Comp. But just because you missed that doesn't mean you have to miss all kinds of stuff in the future. Me and Dan, we both stream. Well, I stream relatively frequently. Dan, you're trying to.
Dude, I am trying. Give me 2 weeks from about 2 weeks from when this episode drops, and I should be back getting my shit together.
Heard that one before, but that's okay.
Hey,
it's
listen,
a good time.
dude.
So
he's
come
trying.
out and support. I'm just going to keep pushing right past what he's saying so that I can say, Dan, where can we find you online?
You can find me at twitter.com/BornRule47. You can find me on twitch.tv/BornRule. You can find me on Instagram, which is also BornRule47 if I remember correctly. It might just be BornRule. I don't remember off the top of my head because I'm bad at Instagram.
57.
Well, figured it out. Yeah, come watch me be real mad at Noah because he's bad at Overwatch.
Yeah,
he says the Hanzo main.
Says the Hanzo main.
No, we should play League sometime.
We should play League sometime. Actually,
I'm sorry, Noah only plays good games.
No, Noah definitely does play League.
You're talking about Overwatch.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. His standards are low enough for one, but not quite low enough for the other.
Yeah, I actually have to re-download League, so I'll be doing that right now. But here's the cool announcement for next week, though. We have a guest coming up who has not been on the podcast yet.
I'm excited.
Jackson.
And I've never even met.
I know you are going to absolutely love this dude because he likes anime maybe as much as you.
The problem is that every time someone tells me I'm going to like someone, they're always wrong.
I mean, I don't know how this will go down, but we're going to figure it out on the fly.
That's fair. Maybe you won't like him, but you know what? That's okay.
Hopefully we do get along.
At the very least,
I hope so.
We'll have equal and opposite levels of big anime energy clash, and that is something I'm going to be happy to see.
Oh, iTunes.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Please review us on iTunes, because we greatly appreciate when you do that.
We've got to get like a standardized method for doing this, I
had one, and then you started trying to intro me before the end, so I couldn't just flow from me to the podcast promos. No, and you started to try and take those, and that's when it fell apart. Because sometimes
it's boring.
That's when it fell apart.
You do it every time.
That's when
this podcast fell apart. That's what it was.
But you know what'll keep us from falling apart?
Day one.
You know what'll keep us from falling apart?
What'll keep us from falling apart?
iTunes reviews.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so review us on iTunes. If we get new reviews, we'll read them out at the end of the podcast right now. We don't have any new ones right now, but that's okay. The more 5-star reviews we get, the more iTunes pushes our brand. We are the only podcast called Off the Air on iTunes right now. Strictly just Off the Air, that is. So now that we have 22 episodes, we're pretty heavy presence, relatively speaking. So compared to other Off the Air name-based podcasts, we're a pretty heavy presence.
Okay, fair enough.
So make sure to tune in give us a review, say nice things, even say mean things, but give us 5 stars. As long as you give us 5 stars, that's what counts. That's just Dan dying in the background. Don't mind him.
Mute your mic.
I know, right?
You fucking hoser. I've been sneezing all episode. You ain't hear a peep out of me.